Thank you for watching. Let's skip to me riding the bike. Hey guys, welcome to the channel. So the channel's name is Pedaling Along, and you can find us on Instagram as well, pedaling.along. So that's at pedaling.along. You can check out some of the photos I've posted there, leave a comment, leave a like. Yeah, really this is an introduction. I'm Josh, you know the channel's name, and its purpose is to record, document, and learn more about bicycles. For watching, and let's skip to me riding the bike.
Hey, so as you can see, it's not the best day today. Yeah, it was raining last night, and actually the earlier parts of the video you guys are going to see, I recorded it last night on my iPhone, and at the moment I'm recording using the DJI. But yeah, it rained last night. It's a little bit cloudy, overcast, maybe a little bit of pollution as well. Not too bad though. But yeah, just to talk a little bit about my experience with cycling. I've always cycled, ever since I was young. Always had a bike, but growing up in South Africa, things tend to get stolen, right? So I had a few bikes, a few of them got stolen as well. So at a certain point, when I bought a car and had my driver's license, I fell out of touch with cycling and riding a bike until I eventually moved to the coast, and then I got a bike and decided to take coastal rides when I used to come home from work, just towards another part of the bay or another part of the beach. It was really fun and I really enjoyed it. So I've always had a love for cycling. I just didn't have too much of the know-how as to how to build bikes, set them up, learn about the different parts, and then that came later. But at this point I have 3 bikes and the household has 4, including my wife's. But the great thing is you have a really good infrastructure for cycling or commuting around the city, because you have dedicated bike paths and e-scooter lanes, and it just makes it less anxiety inducing because you're in a safe space, I guess, if that's how to put it. Of course, when there's traffic, it's really intense, right? Because China has a lot of people, and a lot of people use e-bikes and bicycles. So sometimes navigating traffic can be quite intense. But yeah, actually I'm going on a coffee run right now. It's maybe 2 kilometers away from where I live, and it gives me a good excuse to take the bike out and get my legs moving and pedaling. So oftentimes I'll do this with my wife and my kid. I really like this cycle. It's a short loop. There's a light hill, and then you have some beautiful sections, right? Like now that it's almost summer, you have the greenery out to the trees, and things are really well maintained here. There's no dirt in the streets. Generally trash is cleared from the roadway and the cycle path. And boom, almost there. Got the loot, got the coffee, gonna hop on the bike, let's go. tried recording this yesterday, but it was dark and night was approaching. I think it was something like 6:30 here in Beijing, and it just didn't work out. I know it is not the clearest of days today either, but yeah, hopefully it's clear enough for you guys to see. So just a bit of a perspective of me on the bike. It's actually strapped to my handlebar at the moment, and yeah, it's a little bit rough out here. Oh, let me try and make this light. 4 seconds to go. Got it. Alright, so I think I've also put in the video that I plan on getting a mic. Hopefully that'll happen soon. Usually there are some really good specials on Taobao, so an online e-commerce platform. But also DJI is very, very reasonably priced here because it's produced here, right? It's made here. It's a Chinese company that started in Shenzhen, and their products are global. I'm pretty sure most people watching this would be aware, or at least know about DJI. You know, they're like the main competitor to GoPro, or at least they've become the main competitor.
Some of the inspiration has come from a few different channels and a few different creators out there, but I would say the most recent one is Probably Riding. So Marcus from Probably Riding, yeah, I enjoy his content, and I think I started watching maybe a year ago. I'm not 100% sure, but I found what he was recording, the videos, the edits, just to be wholesome, easy to watch, soothing, relaxing. Gary's Projects, which is he's a YouTuber from Australia and a bike mechanic. He really dives into restoring retro bikes and reusing as many parts as he can from different builds or bikes that he's picked up from secondhand stores or vintage markets or whatever the case may be. Then there's RJ the Bike Guy, who he's been on YouTube for a long time, and the content he makes is a lot about the mechanics and how to fix or troubleshoot certain issues. So I've learned a lot from in terms of what I'm doing, how I'm repairing my own bike, doing maintenance on my own bike, or setting up a new bike. So I have some builds that are on the way as well, and a new bike that I have to purchase, a frame, and a bike I need to set up for taking my kid to school. So she'll be starting school soon, and you know, I want to have her riding in comfort on her new bicycle with me, or on my new bicycle. So yeah, there's also Park Tool, GCN, and of course with Park Tool and GCN, they are much higher production channels. You know, they have a bigger budget and they make really good content. Park Tool specifically, I've learned a lot of how to do things when it comes to setting up brakes, adjusting the derailleur, indexing the gears, you know, making sure the derailleur hanger is aligned, etc. So yeah, those are some channels that have inspired me to start my own and share what life is like in China, what riding a bike is like, and just having fun here, you know, in the way of exploring the city by bike.
Let's see, I'm gonna try and get some B-roll, if you want to call it that. Yeah, like I said, I am no expert at videography or content creation. It's a new learning process, and you know, I'm really enjoying it, and the fact that I get to learn something new and develop a new skill, a new hobby. I'm going to stop at my local park. It's literally across the way from where I live. this in the summer. Slapped some fenders on here for the rain, and you know, just general water on the road. And, yeah. In winter I use a different one because this is rim brakes. So the rim brakes are great, the rim off, but my winter 6-speed setup, it has disc brakes in the front, or a disc brake in the front, and then e-brakes in the back.
Alright guys, thank you so much for watching the video. If you've made it all the way to the end, I really appreciate it. If you are subscribed, thank you so much for subscribing and watching the content. If you are not subscribed, hit that subscribe button and remember, continue pedaling along, whether it's your bike or anything else. Cheers. Video? No, that is not what I wanted to say.